I've spent some more time with this game, and I think I got a bit better at it. So I'm going to show you how to play it. And so you start here, and so this is the easier, this is middle, this is hard games. I've done the first 5 there. Took me a long time for some of them, but I think I've improved now. Like, it took me like an hour for that one, and an hour for that one, and an hour for that one, and just half an hour for that one. So I got 4 stars. I don't know what that means. Let's try this one here, and I can show you how to play this game, Kakuro. So we'll turn on this one here. So the idea is that you so it says a 4 there, and you can't have 2 of the same. So you can't have 2 and a 2 there. And there's some instructions here, I think, there, and so it says here. Basically, you can't have 2 of the same. So this means that this has to be a 3 and a 1. One of them is a 3 and one is a 1. So we don't know which one. But this one is a 7. And the thing is that when we have 7, it has to be a 1, 2, and a 4. You can't have any 3s if there's a 7. Because if there was a 3 here, for example, now we have to try and make a 7, and there's the only 2 numbers we have to make a 7 would be 1 and 3, which we can't because this is 3, or 2 and 2, which we can't have also because it can't be the same. Okay, so we know that there can't be a 3 here. We know there can't be a 3 here, so the 1 must be there and the 3 must be there. Okay, now we know that there has to be a 2 and a 4 left. So we'll put a little, this is how I do it. I put a 2 and a 4 as memo, and 2 and a 4 here as memo. Now we know here's a 6. So when there's a 6, it has to be 1, 2, and 3. That's the only thing that fits. You can't be a 4 because there would have to be a 1 there and a 1 there. And you can't have the same. So this one has to be a 2. Okay. And now this one has to be a 4. And now this one becomes white. So this one is 6. So there's only 2 left here. 1 and a 3. So it has to be a 1 or a 3. So we'll put 1 or 3. 1 or 3 as memos. We can check here. It says 15. 15 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it can be either one. We don't know which one. This one can be a 1 and a 3. 16, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we can't really say anything. It can be a lot of numbers. I'm not that good at this game yet, so I can't say too much. I can't. I'm sure there's some way to fix this. 15, 4, 10, 4. We can, for example, do like this. 10 consists of 1, 2, 3, 4. So it has to be 1, 2, 3, 4 in some order here. Now 15 consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it goes up to 5, but here has to be 1, 2, 3, or 4, and it can't be a 3. So we put a memo here that it could be a 1, a 2, or a 4. Maybe that can help us out. Maybe. I don't know. 16, 7. So there are some numbers that are kind of good to start out with, such as the 4, which is has to be 1 or 3, 1 or 3, and a 5 here. That means if there's a 1, it can either be a 4 to make it 5, or if there's a 3, there's a 2 left. So it has to be a 2 and a 4, or a 4. Alright, we'll go up here, 16. Okay, nothing, doesn't help us in any way. 6. So this can be, well, it can be a lot of things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't help us. Another good number is high numbers, very high numbers. Let's see if we can find any of those high numbers. Yeah, up here. So it says at 24. 24 can only be constructed by 7, 8, 9 if there's three numbers. So this one has to be a 7, 8, and 9 in some order. So we'll put the 7, 8, 9. Now 23 can only be 7, 8, or 9. And it says 23 there. So we know it can't be a 7 here, because there's no 7 there. 16 can only be constructed by 7 and 9. So it has to be either a 7 or a 9 here. Same here, 7 or 9. 23 does not contain any 7. So we know this one has to be then a 9. It says 23 right? So it has to be the 9. So we know this one has to be, now there's a 6 and an 8 left. So we'll put 6 and 8. Now we have down here, it goes 29, right? We see that there's no 6 in 29. So there has to be an 8 there. And that means there has to be a 6 there. That means this one will be either an 8 or a 9. And now we also know that that one can't be a 9 because the 9 is taken. So we'll put in a 7 there. Now this one, because it's a 24 there, so this one has to be 8 and 9, or this one has to be 8 and 9, and it can't be an 8 because it's taken, so it has to be a 9. And then this one will become an 8, and this one will become a 9 because the 8 is taken. So we look at this one here, 29 down, 4 numbers, 5, 7, 8, 9. So this one will be 5 or 7. We'll put that here. 5 or 7. We check 35. Okay, it doesn't help us. 5 or 7. We check 11. We see that there can't be a 7 in 11, so it has to be a 5 there. And then it has to be a 7 there. Okay. So 11, that means there's 1, 2, 3 left. That's good. Small numbers are good. 1, 2, 3. We'll put that here too. 1, 2. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Does this help us in any way? 16 down, 16 down, and we have 5 numbers, so it has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. Does not help us. Does not help us. 11 down, 1, 2, 3, 5. Does not help us. 6 down has to be 1, 2, or 3. Same here, 1, 2, or 3. Not sure if that helps us in any way. I don't think so. 16 down. Well, that's how you play this game. So there's a lot of thinking and so if this is a, you have to try and be creative. Like this one is 1, 2, and 3. That means this one has to be either an 8, if that's a 1, or a 7. And it can't be a 7 because 7 is taken, or a 6. So we check here, 35, okay. It can be either one, we don't know. We can also check here, it says 16. Nope, doesn't help us, doesn't help. I don't think it helps us. I'm not sure, I don't think. I'm sure I'm missing something. No, now I can't. 34, 14, 16, that's a good number. 16 can only be 7 or 9. There's 16 there, so we put a 7 there, or 9, 7 or 9. It can't be a 9 because 9 is taken, so it has to be a 7. And then that one has to be a 9. Another 24, that's a good number. 7, 8, or 9. It can't be a 9 here, so it will have to be either an 8 or a 7. Right, and then here we know that has to be an 8 there because 7 and 8, 9 is taken, so we put an 8 there. And then this one needs to be a 7. Then this one needs to be a 9. Then 17 minus 9, that's an 8. Now we can look here at 4. What do we have left? We have 4 and 6. So it's either 4 or 6, right? 4 or 6. Yes. It can't be a 4 there because 14 minus 4 is 10. Can't have 10 left, so it has to be a 6 there. That gives us an 8 there. And then it will be a 4 there. And what we have left here is an 15, 7, no, 6. Here will be a 7. 7 plus 8 makes 15. And then there will be a 5 left there. No, 5, 6. What is there left? 9. Okay. My god, this takes time. Only made one corner up here. So we'll think a bit here. How can we construct 22 out of 3 numbers? We remove the 9 there, so we'll have 13 left. 13, what can make 13? 7. It can't be a 7 because there's an 8 there. Can't have 7 down. We can't have 6 either because then we need 2 1s. So maybe it can be a 5. That would be 14 plus 8. That would work. A 4, it can also be a 4. That would be 13. No, it can't be a 4 because then would be 13 and we need another 9. So it has to be a 5 there. Okay, so we have 14 and it has to be an 8 there. Right. So there's a 5 there. It means that we have left a 2 and a 1 to make 8. So this one has to be either a 2 and a 1. That means that to make 10 here we have either an 8 or a 9, I think. Sometimes I just make some mistake. Like it's so easy with so many numbers. So it can't be an 8 because the 8 is taken, so it has to be a 9. And then this one will be a 1. Then this one will become a 2. This one will be a 3. So now it says here that, so now we see that this one can't be a 2. It has to be a 1 and a 4. That means that to construct a 10, we either have 4 there, in case that one is a 1, or in case that one is a 4, we'll have, what is it, 1, 3, 7, yeah, 4 and a 1. We'll see if this one helps us in any way. No, it doesn't. 15 can be either a 1 and a 4 or 4. 5. Just has to be either of. This doesn't really help us much, I guess. 1, 2, 3, or 4. No, it can't be a 4. There's no 4 in 11. And in 10 there is no 5. So it can't be a 5. So that's 1, 2, or 3. Does that help us? No, I don't think so. 6, that's a good number. Has to be 1, 2, or 3. Put the same here. 1, 2, or 3. This one has to be 1, 2, or 4. So it can't be a 3 there. So it has to be a 1 or a 2. And this one will be either a 5, a 4, or a 3. 11 contains 1, 2, 3, 5. No, wait. 11 can be. I think 11 can contain either of these. Okay. Try with 1, 2, or 4 there. I'm not sure if this helped us very much. 15 can be either number. 4, put in 3 there and 1. 3 there and 1. 7, so it can be either a 4 or a 6. 15 does not contain a 6, so it has to be a 4 there. This one would be a 3. We can strike the 4 there. So we know it can't be a 4 there either, and so it has to be a 4 there. And that's what's so good about putting these memos in. Now we know that the 4 has to be there, because it can't be there, it can't be there, so there, right? So we can strike the 4 from there. Okay. Can it be a 3? I don't think it can be a 3, because that's 7, and then we'd need another 4. You know, understand, like, if I put a 3 there, I have to put a 4 there to make 11, so it has to be a 5 there. And that's sort of the challenge of this game, to find those little things that you can move on, otherwise you'd just be stuck. So that's be a 2 there to make 11. And now we can strike the 2 from there. And we can strike the 1, because the 1 is taken. We know there has to be a 1 there. And then there will be a 2 there. Oh. Sorry, I mean, there will be a 3 there. Right. I'm getting a bit tired, I think, of thinking. A 1 there. So it says 12 up there. So we have already taken 5. So that's 7 left. It can be quite a lot of numbers. It can't be a 4. What did you say? We have to make 7. How do we make 7? We can have 1 and a 6, for example. Just put in some numbers here. 1, 6. Oh, that's quite a lot of numbers, isn't it? Yeah. 16 does not contain the 5, so it can't be a 5 there, if I'm not mistaken. But we don't know if there could be a 5 there. It doesn't have to be a 5 there. Ooh. Did this help us? I don't think so. 7. Alright, let's move on here. We know this has to be a 1. And to make 15 we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it has to be 2, 3 or 5. And this can't be a 3 because there's a 7 there, so it has to be a 2 or a 5. One, 2, 4. Just check. 11 does not contain a 4, so there has to be a 1 and a 2 there. Why did I put 5 there? That was wrong. Can't be a 5 there. 7, so it has to be a 2 there, right? And a 1 there, and a 4 there. No, that's stupid. Maybe I should just go back. I think I'm getting tired now. Okay, 15, it says 15 contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 5, 2, can't be 3 there, be a 4. 11 contains 1, 2, can't be a 3, can't be a 5, so it has to be a 1 and a 2. A 4 contains of either 1 or a 3, so it has to be a 3 there, and a 1 there. We don't know that order. Oh, my god, what did I do now? Can be a 2 there. Can't be a 4 there. I don't know. I don't think this game is for everyone, really. Yeah, well, that's how you play this game. I think the video time is running out, so I think you get a good idea of how to play it now.